Hey guys, Blast here, and today I will be discussing and analyzing the Iron Maiden Iceberg. So this is actually the first iceberg I've created, and I took about 75% of the entries from two other icebergs that I will link down in the description of the video. So I'm pretty excited for this, and I hopefully you guys enjoy it. So without further ado, let's just jump straight to it. Paul Di'Anno. Paul Andrews, aka Paul Di'Anno, was the original singer of Iron Maiden from 1978 to 1981. He sung on the self-titled and Killers album, so their first and second. He was allegedly booted out of the band due to his lack of desire and ability to perform due to his drug and alcohol abuse. His voice and singing style kind of grew on me with his punk influence, but Bruce will always be the best. Well, at least in my opinion. Hopefully to everyone else's opinion too. My favorite song from Paul's era of Iron Maiden is Remember Tomorrow, off of their first album. World Tours. Maiden has performed everywhere at least once in its 45-year lifespan, and it's still going in fact. The largest concert Maiden's had was their Rock in Rio performance in 1985. There, they played to an audience of 350,000 people. Crazy. Eddie. Eddie the Head is Iron Maiden's mascot. He's literally everywhere from t-shirts, posters, album covers, mugs, and even toilets. Eddie was created by Iron Maiden's early lighting and pyroman, Dave Lights Beasley. He started off as a papier-mâché mask and later to a fiberglass head with laser eyes and dry ice for breath. Later on, around 1980, Derek Riggs was hired to create the Eddie we all know and love for their self-titled album. Eddie's first official appearance was in February 1980 for their single Running Free. He's a bit obscured in the photo, but that's because they were saving his actual appearance for the release of the album. He's since changed appearances over the years, and my personal favorite is probably Stranger in a Strange Land Eddie. Bruce Dickinson. Though Iron Maiden has had other singers in the past, Paul Bruce Dickinson is the Iron in Iron Maiden. If it wasn't for Maiden's catchy riffs or Bruce's epic vocals, I probably wouldn't even be a big metalhead. He's been in Iron Maiden from 1981 through 1993, and in 1999 to present day. My favorite song with Bruce is a tie between Power Slave and Wasted Years. I've got 2 tickets to Iron Maiden. Ed Force 1. During the Book of Souls World Tour, Iron Maiden employed 2 planes that were piloted by Bruce Dickinson himself. A Boeing 747 and 757 were used for tours, but I haven't seen much use since then. The 757 was neglected for not having enough storage, so they had to stop using it, and 747 might have been scrapped. Rest in peace. Run to the Hills. Run to the Hills is one of Iron Maiden's most famous songs that appeared on 1982's Number of the Beast. This song depicts the historical conflicts and battles between Native Americans and white European settlers. The first verse depicts the natives' point of view, while the second depicts the Europeans' point of view. This song proved Iron Maiden can make a history lesson sound badass. NECA. NECA is a company that sells collectibles for many beloved franchises. They also collaborated with Iron Maiden to sell collectibles and even masks of Eddie the Head. I'm an avid collector, but haven't bought anything Iron Maiden related from them yet. Maybe I'll show you guys my collection one day. Oh god, sounds like a nerd. Well, I am a nerd, so who cares really. Satanic Panic. Throughout the 1980s, Satanic Panic was everywhere. Conservative Christians crucified anyone and anything that hinted at anything slightly kick-ass. As a Christian myself, these guys kind of embarrass me. Anyway, Iron Maiden had a picture of Satan on Number of the Beast, so they ended up becoming a target. Satanic Panic is still around, but most people have either stopped caring or have gotten stronger in their beliefs. In the end, Iron Maiden's legacy will outlive any dumbasses who weaponize Christ. Number of the Beast. Despite popular belief, Number of the Beast is not about worshipping the devil, but a dream Steve Harris had after watching the movie Damien, Omen Part 2. The Genius annotation states, during the recording of the album, there were rumors floating around about supernatural occurrences had been going on in the studio, such as lights flipping on and off, strange noises, and visions of Satan. That culminated in a car accident their producer Martin Birch was involved in. the bill of which came out to 666 GBP. Steve Harris then went on to say, they completely got the wrong end of the stick. They obviously hadn't read the lyrics. They just wanted to believe all that rubbish about us being Satanists.
Waiting for the next attack. You better stand, there's no turning back.
Throat cancer. In 2014, Bruce Dickinson was diagnosed with throat cancer. In an interview with Blabbermouth, Bruce stated, "My cancer was a 3.5 centimeter tumor in my throat and a 2.5 centimeter one in my lymph node, and that was the one I could feel." Then he continues to say, "But I did 33 sessions of radiation and 9 weeks of chemo at the same time." So luckily, Bruce made a full recovery, and now he's back kicking ass. Dead by Daylight. In February 2024, Dead by Daylight collaborated with Iron Maiden to bring in Survivor shirts and killer skins based off different depictions of Eddie. The mini event came with its own lobby, and Fear of the Dark plays when either the killer skins or the t-shirts are worn. The 4 killer skins included were Stranger Eddie for the Deathslinger, Pharaoh Eddie for the Doctor, Eddie's Tribute for the Dredge, and Samurai Eddie for the Oni. Iron Maiden, Legacy of the Beast. Iron Maiden, Legacy of the Beast is a mobile game released on July 5th, 2016 for Android and iOS devices. In the game, you play as a bunch of different Eddies and other characters based off Iron Maiden songs, such as the Clairvoyant, and you fight evil in turn-based combat. I like the game's idea, but I absolutely despise turn-based mobile games. But come on, just give me Talking Tom with Eddie the Head, or Temple Run, but I play as Eddie running from Satan. You know, something cool, or I don't know, man, something better, please. The game is cool, don't get me wrong, with all the different variations of Eddie. It's just, like I said before in another video, I'm not a fan of turn-based combat. Covers. Iron Maiden has performed 19 cover songs from a bunch of other bands. They've performed All in Your Mind by Stray, Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter by Bruce Dickinson, Communication Breakdown by Led Zeppelin, Cross-Eyed Mary from Jethro Tull, Doctor Doctor by UFO, Hocus Pocus by Focus, I Can't See My Feelings by Budgie, I'm a Mover by Free, I've Got the Fire by Montrose, Kill Me Sis Sawire, I think that's how you say it, by Golden Earring, King of Twilight by Nectar, Massacre by Thin Lizzy, My Generation by The Who, Rainbow's Gold by Beckett, Rollover Vic Vela by Chuck Berry and his combo, Space Station No. 5 by Montrose, Space Truckin' by Deep Purple, That Girl by FM, and Women in Uniform by Skyhooks. Sooty. The Sooty Show is a British kids show that started in 1955. Flash forward to 1988, Nico McBrain, Iron Maiden's drummer, was invited on the show to face Sooty and a friend in a drum battle.
Nico, I don't know if you know, but Sooty and Sweet, they've been playing the drums a bit, and they wondered if we could, play along with you. Would that be okay?
Yeah, sure.
Move across there, Sooty, to your kit, and give yourself 4 in on the bass drum. Go on. Okay.
Hey man, what are you doing? You're not supposed to, dude, you're not supposed to be on the bus. You know what happened last time we went through this. Stop it, stop it. Look, man, we can talk about this. It's totally cool. It's totally cool. Oh, come on, man. You're not... All right, what? Not cool, Eddie. Not cool. I'm telling Rod.
Wargaming Metal Fest. On September 12th to October 3rd, World of Tanks Modern Armor welcomed Iron Maiden as Metal Fest's final act. Wargaming's Metal Fest previously had Sabaton and Megadeth, with Iron Maiden concluding the event. The event included in-game music from the band, Iron Maiden branded tanks and included Eddie as a 3D hero commander. Iron Maiden songs Brighter Than a Thousand Suns and The Writing on the Wall played in the garage for players who owned the branded tanks. I don't play World of Tanks, but I kinda wish I did just for the Megadeth and Iron Maiden stuff. Blaze Bayley. Blaze Bayley originally sung for Wolfsbane from 1984 to 1994, and also took over vocals for Iron Maiden between 94 and 1999, when Bruce took a break. I haven't heard any Iron Maiden songs with Blaze, so if you could recommend some songs in the comments, like the ones that you like or think are okay, or even tell me what you think about him, I'd greatly appreciate it. McFarlane Toys. This entry refers to the figures released from McFarlane Toys in 2002. These statues are sick as hell and feature Killer's Eddie from the second album and Trooper Eddie. If I could buy one, I'd probably take Killer's Eddie. Final Frontier's The Last Album. This entry refers to the Final Frontier being Iron Maiden's final album to be released through EMI Records, which marked the end of their 30-year-old relationship. Christian themes. A few people find it interesting how after 2006's A Matter of Life and Death, the band's lyrics contain religious references. The easy answer is that religion and beliefs are interesting to talk about. Iron Maiden's drummer Nico McBrain is a born-again Christian since the 90s, but I think that has nothing to do with it, at all. But like I said, the easy answer is that Iron Maiden is fascinated by philosophy and religion. It's a big part of history, which is a lot of what they sing about, and it's simply a big part of being human. Hallowed Be Thy Name, the Iron Maiden Bible. The Iron Maiden Bible is a book detailing the history of the band. It is available through Schiffer Publishing on October 28th, 2024. It has a kick-ass black and red cover with 666 pages for just a measly price of $250. Yeah, I think I'm going to pass that one. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4. 2002's Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4 features Eddie as a playable skin alongside the song Number of the Beast. It can be bought for $10,000, and when you do, you'll be able to buy a new set of decks adorned with several Iron Maiden album covers. Eddie's ass. I don't even know what to say. Eddie's huge, voluptuous, meaty. Is this safe for YouTube? Wicker Man radio version. So apparently there's a rare radio version of Wicker Man that adds an additional chorus to the song and alternate chorus lyrics, among other minor changes. A link will be in the description below for the full song. Final Frontier Eddie Isn't Eddie. In an interview for Examiner magazine, Melvin Grant, the man responsible for Final Frontier's cover art, explains that it's the first time that the guy in the cover isn't Eddie but an alien. Apparently the alien took inspiration from the Predator. Dead by Daylight, where's my Predator chapter at? Hallowed Be Thy Name, plagiarism. Back in 2018, Iron Maiden was forced to remove Hallowed Be Thy Name from live set lists, as they were sued by manager Barry McKay for plagiarizing a Beckett song called Life's a Shadow. The case was settled and the defendants walked away with £900,000. Cursing. In the studio, Iron Maiden rarely ever curses. Holy Smoke is a prime example of them actually cursing. However, during live shows, they're a whole different beast, cursing up a storm, and it's extremely funny. Rotting US soldier head inspired Eddie. Derek Riggs states in an interview,
The idea of Eddie came from a punk album Didn't, no. It came from an idea for a punk album, which I worked out from a head which I saw stuck on a Vietnamese tank, supposedly an American's head. But I'm suspicious about this. I think it was a ploy by the American government to gain sympathy. Well, we killed him at Dortmund, didn't we? Nobody told me about that for years afterwards.
The photo in question is an old Magnum photo by Ralph Morse from the Battle of Guadalcanal in 1943. I'll flash the photo briefly so I won't get in trouble. Nikki Sixx, Bruce Dickinson's wife incident. In 1984, during Iron Maiden's World Slavery Tour, they had teamed up with the Motley Crue as their support act in Europe. According to Sixx, before meeting Bruce, he had a one-night stand with his wife without knowing her connection with Iron Maiden. Ever since, Iron Maiden has had a disdain towards Motley Crue. Bruce apparently also made a song about Sixx called Tattooed Millionaire. Benjamin Breeg, ARG. The reincarnation of Benjamin Breeg is the lead single and 7th track of the album A Matter of Life and Death. Written by Steve Harris and Dave Murray, Benjamin Breeg was an individual who was born on the day World War II started and lost both of his parents in a fire in 1947. Benjamin grew up in many orphanages as a child and excelled in painting. The people close to him said that he often painted what he saw in his nightmares and were very disturbed by it. They say he disappeared in 1978 and his family knows nothing about his vanishing or whereabouts. A website was created with Breeg's biography, and the website creator was said to be Benjamin's cousin looking for him after he saw a photograph of his cousin on a box belonging to his recently deceased grandmother. There were various posts on the internet that made it seem like family members were searching for him or looking for answers to whatever happened to him. The final chapter of the internet tale tells a man from Romania that was to meet with Benjamin Breeg's cousin. This was to happen on August 18, 2006, the same date the single was released. This story was all made up by Harris, since he knew it would draw publicity to the album, and fans would try to find who this mysterious character was. The website has since been taken down, and the only trace that remains of Breeg is on the single's artwork. Jack Black. One time when I was in the car listening to Wasted Years with my mom, she said that Bruce's style in that specific song sounded similar to Jack Black. I looked further into it, and Jack Black seems to be a fan of Iron Maiden. And I would love for him to cover a full song. Well, everyone, that was the Iron Maiden Iceberg. Thanks for watching, thanks for sticking around and seeing all my updates on the video, or saying reading, because I just have them as posts for now until I get the Patreon thing set up. Well, I have it set up, it's just, I don't know, I feel uncomfortable saying like, oh, make sure to you know, if you give donations, you know, it sounds weird. I would appreciate it, of course, it's just, I don't know, it's weird to beg, and I don't want to sound like I'm begging, you know. So, anyway, if you liked the video, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you want to see more Icebergs or just any other type of video that I do. If you don't got any comments or like an idea of what to comment, let me know what's your favorite Iron Maiden song. And I don't want to hold you for too much longer. This video is edging on 20 minutes, so this is the end of the video. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Wake up! Open your sword!